not only supported, but also supported by myself as being the store manager of the year for the entire group. So out of just under 10,000 team members that I'm responsible for, you are going to Florida with a guest at our annual meeting. Okay. So very excited for you. We've got an award here. Here's some information on Orlando. Okay. Here's some frequently asked questions. Okay. But you know what? Very well deserved. And saw in your presentation today, I know you've helped for us, and we greatly appreciate it. But you really represent our brand and what we look for in a legacy team member. And 11 years here has gone really fast, I'm sure. Yeah. But it's very well deserved. So congratulations. Very excited for you. I think the guys want to say a few words too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't
so
make me cry.
Kevin might do
I'll
that.
cry with you.
Yeah. So I just wanted to I truly appreciate everything you've done for myself, for Region 44, for Family Dollar in general. I heard your story, when I first got here. Kevin was sure to let me know your story after we visited your store and I met you for the first time. So it was a great experience. And not only, you represent the company well from running a good store, but you also represent the customers well. You treat the customers right. You treat the people that you work with right. And I take a lot of pride in that when I see that in an individual. Because sometimes we do one or the other, not all of the above. So I really appreciate that, Melissa. We put you on some special tasks and ran you ragged for a little bit there. But you pulled through and you actually did a really great job. And I think you learned a lot from it. And you kind of mentioned that yesterday. So I just appreciate it. And congratulations. Thank you. Kevin, did you want to say something?
Yep. So I'm gonna share Melissa's story. Some of us in the room might not know that.
We only got 15.
I think it's important. I can try to do it in 15 minutes. 11 years. 11 years ago, I was running a store manager in Lackawanna, New York, and this young lady came in looking for a job and said, "Okay, why don't you come back in the office and sit with me for a little bit and we'll talk." She was very timid. Very, very timid, bright red throughout the whole interview. But there was a spark in her. There was something there that I saw that I said, you know what, I got to give this person a chance. And I didn't have any openings in my store. But I did have an inventory coming up. So I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring you on kind of a temporary position because we had those back then, to help with inventory preparation. And I gave her a great job. Here you go. Pull all the flowers off of this flower rock, rack. Sort them by SKU, and showed her what SKU was, and then count them and put them back on the rack. And then it just grew from there. She came on full time with me as a cashier, stayed with me there for a while, and we worked together and got along great, and she wanted to learn everything she could, so it gave her the opportunity to go to assistant manager and be more supportive for me and part of the team in another aspect and help me train everybody else that was coming in the building. She did that with me for a couple years, and then we opened a brand new store together, and she was part of the deal for me going to that store because I was told, all right, you're going to a city store, and I said, well, if I'm going to a city store, some of my support staff's coming with me. So that was part of the deal, and she was on board with that. And we worked more on her development there, and then she was finally given the chance to be a store manager. And from there, her career kind of took on a life of its own. But I got to watch her grow and watch her move from position to position and excel in each one she did and never back down from a challenge. But the thing I have to say is when we were asked to sit down and think about somebody to nominate, it was like that. I didn't have to think about it because she personifies everything that we do here. But it is. It's when we talk. I talked about mentors upstairs, and then I found a mentor in Greg over the past couple days too. But Melissa has taught me about being a good person. So part of my success is from her. So it is. It's been a great partnership. Well deserved.
And I will say you did a phenomenal job on your write-up because when we selected the candidate for the group, I actually let my RVPs have kind of the final say. Or not, yeah, I let them have the final say. And they unanimously selected you, and I think part of it was the passion that he wrote about you. So, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, let's eat some cake. All right. Cookie cake too.